he bought something at every single Greyhound stop from Detroit all the way down to Panama City and spent the exact same amount of money on food that he would have on a plane ticket. Like, it was so infuriating. At one of the stops, he literally just bought bacon. Someone ordered a bacon cheeseburger at a Greyhound station, and he smelled the bacon and was like, "Oh, that smells good. I want bacon." So he went and asked them if he could just order bacon. They didn't have it on the menu, and they were like, "I guess." And he was like, "All right, well, I just want bacon." So they sold him 7 strips of bacon for $7.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Do you think they were hoping that he wouldn't buy it once he hit
I think they were
$7?
hoping he wouldn't buy it, and then he was just like, "No, I'm gonna buy it. Give me that bacon."
Would you trust Greyhound station bacon?
No, I wouldn't trust. I barely trusted Greyhound to get me to Florida. The primary purpose of Greyhound, I barely trusted them to do that. You think I'm gonna trust them on these like secondary things that they're offering?
The last time, because I've taken a ton of Greyhounds to New York, and one definitely had a glory hole in it.
All right, I'm listening.
In the back of the seat, and you could tell it's not just a thing that was shaped like you could tell somebody really went to town.
You're bringing me back on Greyhound.
And then it was covered on the outside of it with stuff that looked like the hardened glaze on a donut. And it's like there's no way that somebody like took a Krispy Kreme and just smeared it all over the back of this tattered hole. Other times I've had guys come up to me and just snap their fingers in my face because I'm normally wearing headphones so I don't get bothered. And
of course, and clearly that works.
I had these 2 construction workers in my 20s hit on me. They're both taking turns, and then they showed me around New York, and they were doing pull-ups on the rebar outside of places they were going. I did like raise my coffee cup to people passing by, trying to act like it was normal. Another time, I was really depressed, and I put a blanket over me like a ghost, like a Charlie Brown ghost. And then I was listening to music, and I always get the cheapest headphones, so I didn't realize how loud it was to everyone around me. And for 9 hours, I listened to John Denver's "Take Me Home." Country Road on repeat.
I think I maybe agree with them on this one. Mostly just because of the 9 hours on repeat part. One of the bus drivers almost kicked me off of the bus because he claimed that he told me to be quiet multiple times, and I 1,000,000% was not making any. I was asleep.
What? Did you see who he thought you were?
I have no idea. He literally stopped the bus and pulled over and woke everyone up to say this to me, waking me up as well. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Yeah. Were you snoring?
Back then I don't think I did snore. I snore now for sure, but like that was like my 20s. I don't think I snored back then, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Cuz like I wake myself up snoring sometimes. And I'm pretty sure if I was snoring back then, I would have done that back then, and I never did that back then.
Yeah.
You know?
So what did you do? How did you get out of the situation?
I'm just like, what do you talk? I'm like, I don't. All I could do was just say I'm not talking. Like he kept like saying like kept telling me to stop talking. I'm like I'm not talking. I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm just like I seriously don't know what to tell you, dude. I am not talking. I was literally sleeping.
Did any of your seat neighbors say anything?
No.
That has to be terrifying too, because you don't be left on the side of the
Yeah.
road.
Well, but furthermore, you're a bus driver. What you're telling? This is a bus. Like, no talking is allowed on the bus. Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, it was such a weird. It was like a really weird experience. Like, I 1,000,000% was not talking.
I want to know who he confused you with. Or do you think he has some mental health issues?
I think he maybe has some mental health issues because I didn't hear anyone talking.
Were you driving through any mountains? Were you scared of anywhere that this driver who was hearing things may?
I mean, I don't know. I think at that point we were like maybe in Georgia. Yeah, I can't remember. I think we were like in Georgia or like somewhere around, like maybe just before Georgia, like whatever is just before. What is that, Kentucky? I think we may be or Tennessee, maybe.
Tennessee.
Yeah, maybe we were like in Tennessee. I can't remember now, but
there's a lot of places he could have veered off.
Yeah, West Virginia. That would have been a good one. Hey, please leave me in the mountains of West Virginia. Nothing creepy about that. No street lights, no nothing, just the mountains of West Virginia. I would love that.
If Santiago ever decides to divorce me, I am going to live in a cave in West Virginia.